Hello and welcome back to Retro Netro. This is the Big Boss, and I'm here to talk about all those things I got from Sendico and really talk about how much each one of them costs. Now, I don't have the research here in front of me, so I'll be pointing at things and the numbers will be there. So here we go. So the first item I'm going to do, we'll go this video game here. So when I saw this in the American market, it was about this price, which is super steep, especially for this game. And I'm not saying this game doesn't deserve it, but wow. And then when I saw it online on Sendico, it was this price. So I was more shocked that it was cheaper on Sendico than anything else because I thought it would be more expensive, especially something that is really like a high sought after item in Japan. I'm not sure if they made this back in the 90s, and there was a lot of games in the 90s to like probably late 90s, up to almost 2000, I think, in 11. But since then, they haven't made anything else, which I was hoping and praying they would make a Super Smash Brother character of Goemon, because I think that'd be really awesome. That's like a huge thing. But they didn't, and I'm a little disappointed because I feel like that would be a huge, like, cool, like, bring back, you know, and maybe they should make a Goemon game for the new systems. That would be awesome, like an open world or something like that. I know the N64 had something like that, but I'm not sure how critically acclaimed it was. So, pretty awesome game. Not many out there, as in the purchase cheap, but you still can find them on eBay for pretty pricey if you're going for America. So, that is my first one. So, let's Goemon, Mystical Ninja. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. So the next one we're going to do, let's see. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is going to be the PlayStation Pocket, or Mini, I think they're called. The new name would be up here if I got it wrong, just so you know. So this, in America, it costs this. Yeah, expensive. And in Japan, where I bought it, I got two for the price of this. I know, cheap. Are these usable anymore? Yeah. Are they great? Yeah. But can they be used like modern day technology? No. Is this something PlayStation should have kept up with? Maybe. I mean, that would have been interesting to see like the PlayStation 5 have something like this. You know, both items here, like I said, have a unique look to them. Both have lanyards on it, and I think this is a thing back in Japan. I think everyone loved it in Japan. I think that was like the coolest thing. You know, they had these little characters, and some games in that game that I showed you, which I'll show you in a second, you know, came with that stuff. Oh, he's sleeping. Look at him sleep. He's sleeping. There's this one like. Oh, that's so cool. So these are actually on. I did not notice until now. So. Fun game. So something that I wish that, like, you know, they would continue with, but, you know, what are you going to do? I think that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? All right, so let's try the next item. And here we go. Okay, so let's go the Game & Watch games. So here's one, and here's two. Now, with these games, originally in America, they're that price. Somewhat expensive, a decent price. Now on the Japanese market where I got both of them, and some were random numbers. So like, I'll be honest with you, it was a mixed emotion of how much these things cost. And it was that price over there. So each of them have their benefits and drawbacks, depending on stuff on the collector, the person selling. So this one's kind of like a mixed bag of prices, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say that I found it super cheap or it was super expensive in certain regions and areas. I think it was just the luck of the draw when it came to like finding these. And I love this. A perfect condition, great thing. So, number one on my book. Okay, put that there. All right, let's go for the next thing. Before I do that though, this is the PlayStation game that came with the two PlayStation Minis. So pretty cool. Nothing really to show off of this. I think you already kind of know what this looks like, so I'm not going to go into great detail on that. So put that down here. All right, so our next item is going to be, it's going to be this beauty. And I'm talking about beautiful. Look at that color. I mean, boom. That makes you just scream amazing, right? You don't see much colors like this that, you know, certain systems or systems today, I mean, they go off of like Nintendo Switch has like those blues, the yellows, has the turquoise now, and the pink or the coral. And they have the regular blue and red and all that special editions, but nothing like this anymore, right? PlayStations are black or white. Xbox is black or white. Like, look at Apple. They're switching back to colors. Why? Because it's more eye-appealing nowadays than they were before. I think that's a huge thing, you know? Like, I think that we went from very colorful in the early 90s to straight black or white and gray. And maybe some gold or gray or whatever bluish color for years. I would say probably 10 plus, maybe 11, 12 years. And now Apple is going back to colors. Make it more appealing, refresh, make it look cool again, kind of retro style. So let's bring colors back. Like, I know Nintendo's trying, but green Nintendo. This is the color that a lot of people would buy, I think, personally. I think it's beautiful. Like, look at that. Like, if I had a Nintendo Switch like that, that'd be awesome looking. I'll be honest with you. Like, I mean, pristine in all ways. Like, oh man. Like, wow. Perfect in all ways. Let's close that up really slow because I'm nervous. So this price of this item is this much. I know. Not that expensive if you really look at it. Didn't come with a charger, so, but I have a couple chargers laying around, so it's not like a big deal. Now in America, I couldn't really find it. I'm gonna keep looking, but if I do find it, I'll put the price here. If I don't, then I'm pointing at absolutely nothing. So just so you know. So that was cool. Like, I thought that was pretty awesome. I mean, glossy matte finish, it's pristine. It's amazing. Okay, let's look at the next item. Okay, this is gonna be a really quick one. So this is not in America. So I couldn't find a price really in America. So the only price I got was what I purchased for, which is this one right here. You know, a good price, not too bad, not too high, not too low. But when I look at like finding the price of things on, I think it's called Price Grabber or something like that, it didn't have any like information on it. All it had is a complete unboxing. It was like $200. So I don't know if that's like skewed or they haven't really talked about it or if it's just something that really isn't marketed. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. If there's anything I need to know about this game, let me know. But I haven't heard too much about it, so hopefully it's not worth $1 billion. Doubtful. Hopefully it's not worth 10 cents. I'm not saying that I'm looking for the worth of anything, but it's always good to know what something is worth. Okay, here we go. Let's do the next one. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is Nintendo DSi. Now, another green. I know. What you're going to say is, Michael, you already got a green DS. Well, yes, but this is a different type of green. And I'm curious to see what it is when I open it up. And I'll share that later. But Nintendo DSi, lime green, pretty cool. Once again, something that we didn't have in the United States. This is the price of it right now, what I purchased it for. Pretty good, I think. Not really much to show. Kind of give you an idea what it looks like. But not too bad, right? So that's a Nintendo DSi. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's see here. Now this item probably is not like an American item that you can get. It's the Game & Watch. Now, I don't know if it's a Japan exclusive since this was pretty much dominated in Japan in the 80s. So what I got this for was this price here, right here. And what it could be worth, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is one of the earlier definitions of what games used to be. What Nintendo was stood for when it came to their early games. Nintendo didn't really have much on the console market because consoles didn't exist. I mean, they did. It was more of Atari, and when the video game crash happened, Nintendo came out successfully, and they created the Nintendo to Super Nintendo and so on. So to have something, a piece of history, I mean, even if it's just a Disney piece of history, it's a Nintendo licensed Disney item. So even back in the early 80s to 70s, Disney, I mean, earlier than that probably, Disney connected with Nintendo. Isn't that interesting to know that like two companies were interlinked together years before this major collaboration for like Kingdom Hearts and other games like that? Like people think, oh, that's their collaboration. It's like, no, they actually collaborated more and actually a lot long ago. So that's pretty cool to see. I love Disney, so Disney and Nintendo are two of my favorite things. So I thought, why not? You know, live the life. Okay, we're down to 2 left. Here we go. Are you ready for it? This is the Pokemon color pedometer. You walk, it makes noise. I got it for this price right here. And I've seen it on the American market for this price. So, to be honest with you, it's in pretty good condition if you really look at it. Like, pretty clean, pretty crisp. Some scratches, but overall, pretty good. And to compare what I have, I know I'm moving out of frame, crazy, right? I'm gonna grab right now. But to compare it, I'm comparing it to my original Pokemon Pikachu. So the color version and the non-color version. I love this one. It was so cool back in the day, and I still love it to this day. But something cool, you know? So now I have both versions, and I'm super psyched because it's just something, part of history that I really love. So, pretty awesome. So I'm gonna put this guy down here. Take my other Pikachu and put him back. Put him back over here. Okay. All right, guys. Now we're down to our last one. Are you ready? Here we go. And here we go. This is the final product. I don't know why it's pink. I'm still trying to figure that out. But on the other side is what it's supposed to be. Now this one's a little bit torn box. It is the original Nintendo DS, so that's pretty awesome to see. I got it for this price. Now, I don't know what condition it is, but I've seen the average of prices in America over here. Like, give or take a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. Shipping and handling and all that fun stuff. So really, I mean, this was going to be just nostalgia and I really wanted to buy it, but for the price it was, and honestly, I couldn't pass it up. So not a bad deal, to be honest with you. So that's all my stuff that I got from the Syndico system. Now, how much did it cost for shipping? Well, let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items. So I had 11 items that I was shipping from Japan to my house. Now, how much was that? Well, this is how much it costs in yen. We convert it and it's boop, that much. Crazy, right? Not too much, not too crazy. Things I've shipped from Japan before, way more overpriced. Especially like items like samurai swords and things like that. So, pretty good deal. And to be honest with you, with everything that cost, my total transaction in yen for everything was this much. Convert that to American money, boom. Now, to you, that might seem a little heavy, but if you compare it to anything on the market now, on average, I've added all this up, estimated basically off of some things because not everything is Americanized, so you physically can't buy it in America or find it in America. It was about that price. So I'm saving roughly about that. Not bad, right? I think honestly, if you're going to shop for things, especially Japanese-made items or things that are maybe more exclusive, secondhand stores, a book off in America are good places to go to. I recommend ones in Costa Mesa, Westminster. There's one in, I think, Torrance, if you live in California. Now, I know there's other book offs around the world, and especially in other states, in the United States. But I know Japan's huge on that. They're really into the market of refurbishing, re-giving, and recycling, so to speak, to other people. And that's why their websites are so huge. Syndico is mostly used items, just FYI. There are some new items and some other aspects of items that have been like made pre-owned or refurbished or whatever the case may be. But a lot of the stuff is pretty much like kept in perfect condition. So to really be transparent with you guys, like it's like getting brand new items. And this stuff is legit. And if I could recommend anything else, I would definitely recommend shopping there. It's a great place to shop. And I think that if you want what you want, especially for me, I'm looking for some Godzilla stuff, big time favorite fan, especially back in the 1970s and 80s when they had like different Godzillas, not nearly the new ones. I'm not really a big fan of that. I like the cheesiness of the old ones. So something I'm looking for is the movies or, action figures or video games, especially. Like those might be a little harder to find. Like I said, the American market and the Japanese market on some items might be close or pretty much the same. Or sometimes I may be way off or the opposite. It really depends on the demand or how rare it is based on the region. So just be mindful of that eBay might not be the cheapest option. OfferUp, whatever, Facebook Marketplace, they might be great opportunities to look for other things, but not necessarily options to find things that may be harder to find in the United States or harder to find in general. And Americans, or most people, like to jack up that price. And with the Japanese, I've seen them pretty fair for the most part. Granted, there are some prices that are a little bit higher than usual, but definitely something to look into, So yeah, I really hope you like my channel. I hope you like the price points. I hope it gives you a more clear definition of how much things cost. And, if you're interested in going to that, remember it's Sendico, so I'm going to put the thing right here, sendico.com. And it's also going to be in my link. Oh, and my lights went out. So that was, and back on again. I think that was telling me to cut it. Great job, lights. I appreciate the warning sign there when it comes to my video. But yeah, please like, subscribe. If you want to know more, ask comments if you want more videos like this, or if you're interested in what other things cost, or just generally want to talk about more things, please continue to share. I would like more likes and obviously subscriptions. So I'll talk to you guys later. This is Retro Netro's channel. Big Boss here. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thank you.